say, yeah, man, going to the gym and doing all these different things were like impossible. And now when I look back and I don't see someone on that, I look at them and I said they're not aligned. Because I used to look at it like it's impossible. But you see, when you put your mind in that space, and the body's just such a beautiful thing. It's like what you were saying to me the other day. You work and you go to the gym for the first 2 weeks, it's trash. Your body hates it. You do it for a month, it's like second nature. And that's just the body. Once you understand that, like, basic, way of life is that, anything you train your body to do, eventually you're gonna just wake up and you're gonna get there. It's really not hard to make it. It's like, going back to the gym. I don't have to know how to do the workouts the fucking best.
Just gotta do the work.
You gotta do the work.
Man, y'all know the face, y'all know the name. Y'all tuned into the world's greatest podcast. No, I don't just say it because it sounds lit when I say it. No, I don't just say it because when I put it on shirts, we going to sell out millions. I'm saying it because it's actual, factual. You're tuned into Talk Ain't Cheap podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mr. It's a Movie Cletus Real Talk. And as y'all can hear already, I got a special guest here with me. Y'all know I don't just introduce my guest. That's just real subpar. I think that's real lackluster energy. And honestly, I feel like when I introduce people, I tell people stories that I should not be telling. Because that's why they're still here, and that's why we make sure that we get the opportunity to talk to them. Because it's Talk Ain't Cheap podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mr. Samuel Cleese Real Talk. So I got a special guest here with me, and like I said, I don't introduce my guest, so please introduce yourself.
My name is Mr. Raheem Newton. Raheem Newton. Born and raised in Jamaica, You gotta put that out there, let people know it's real authentic. I'm a young entrepreneur, dabbling in different fields from clothing, event space, marketing, you name it. And the roster is still growing. It's a pleasure to sit here and speak with you, my brother. Trust me. Me and my boy go way, 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 way back, man. Trust me. It's a blessing to even be here, bro. Honestly, in this space. Honestly.
So where are we right now? For those who may not know, where are we at? Where are we staying at right now? Where are we vibing at?
So we're in one of the main locations, in Harlem, heart of Harlem. And we here, Cletus, my boy Mr. Cletus. You gotta put some respect on that name.
Yes,
like, it's so crazy being on this side because it's like you one of those guys that made me understand, like, yo, if Mr. I am Cletus, if you not gonna do it, who else the fuck gonna do it?
Who else gonna do it? It's a fact.
So it's a pleasure to be here, brother, for real. That's something that you instill from back then. Seeing you take those leaps, I'm like, oh, nah, he crazy. It's like, for real. You got, I got to give my brother his flowers too, because we up in a time where it's like you going up against giants.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
And it's like my boy's like, fuck a giant. I'm me, and it worked. Fuck what anybody else got to say. Fuck if you made a mistake here or there, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take that away from you.
How were Giants made?
Through pressure.
What else?
Through the mistakes, through the hurdles, through everything, man. Like, that's what really make you. I feel like your journeys will make you.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. So, yeah.
What else? What other factors do you think make a giant?
I don't know, man. I have my opinions, but everybody different.
Let's talk, bro. You want to talk ain't cheap. Like I said, we're going to get real cozy or not. And like I said, if you need me to adjust anything, let me know, because this is not a regular conversation. I really made sure we came to Harlem. And we didn't just come to Harlem and just be like, yo, we doing a podcast. No, we came to Harlem and we're here to spread bread. If I can spend a certain amount of money with the Asians and the Arabs and the Jewish people, guess how much I got to spend with my brother? It's the fourth quarter, and I had to make sure we made this one of these conversations. So y'all hold on, just get real cozy in that, because we're gonna make a couple adjustments. But I got my brother here, man, and we doing, we got the Immaculate scent candle burning right now. How that smelling right now, bro?
Mogul.
Smelling nice.
Love
it. Okay, so we got that. We got the Immaculate drip, and this is actually one of my partners in this. So he helps with a lot of the distribution aspect, the creative process. He just helps me be what I need to be. So I want to make sure that when we have this conversation, people understand how important he is to everything we're doing, and you're seeing it in the earliest stages. So today is what? What's today? Today is after Thanksgiving weekend.
28th.
28th, right? Monday.
Yeah, Monday 28th.
Okay, so right now this is about my
favorite day.
This is 59th day of fourth quarter.
50th day of
59th day
of fourth quarter.
The 59th day of the fourth quarter.
I feel like I'm still in the fourth quarter from the last year.
What you mean by that?
Like I never left.
Why is that?
It's so funny. You get addicted. It's like, what's the fourth quarter? Like, you put your mind in such a focus in those couple months. It's like when those couple months is over, you looking like, what's next? How I'm about to stop this? We already got the ball rolling. How we gonna just slow down now? Cause it's a month, So that's why I say I feel like I'm still stuck in the fourth quarter from last year, and last year specifically, because last year was the time when I looked myself in the mirror and I said, "Yo, you gotta just go harder on everything."
You cried when you said that?
Of course,
I'm afraid. That's what I think is my hurdle. That like I gotta get real.
I be in the car driving. It's real shit. And it's why it's why you ask what create giants, and I'd be like, how bad do people really want this shit? Like, I'd be driving and I just start crying. And not even like tears, or like, I just be angry, bro. I just want it, and like, and people gonna say, going back to what create giants, for me, it's that pain. And that's why in the beginning, I had to say, yo, I'm from Jamaica. For real. Because that alone, me growing up into that shit to like 12, 13, it's like, yo, that, and then, your mother coming here to get a better life. So, you're not getting that nurture. So, it's just, I'm just cut different from early.
I like that. Hashtag put on a shirt.
For real. So it's like sometimes when somebody come to me, they're like, yo, how you do it? Where you going? It's hard. In my mind, I just know I can't go back to that. Like, real shit. That's why I gotta say I'm an immigrant for real. Like, I do something crazy in this country today, I'm gone. Like, do you understand that? Like, they send me back home. Deportee.
And home don't look like what everyone's talking about. Because I feel like, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm also an immigrant. And I think that more so from my ASA days at UB.
Yeah.
So like I'm real, like I'll drop my whole notebook and break down your table of history on what this looked like for us and why we do it. My bad, my apologies.
Yeah.
So it's like seeing you, it's like, wow, I'm so proud of you, because that time, and we're gonna come back to what make giants, because I there's a couple other questions I have about that. That time we were young, very young, and we were responsible for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And we were different. And you got to think, it's college. Like, you paying to be there. Paid in to be there, and what's going on, because like you see what's going on in the city. And one thing I've noticed with where I'm from Staten Island. Shout out to Staten Island. When shit get real quiet, you gotta worry a lot. Not like kinda. Not like sorta. It's like, yo, because you gotta understand, like where I'm from, at the position I was at when I came to UB, I wasn't just some regular kid.
Yeah.
Like, you can't leave my city on the top like that and come back anything. You can't come back hotter. Like, if you go back and you're not hotter than you left, oh no, the whole city gonna see it. It ain't gonna be a question about like what happened. It's gonna be like, yo, bro, I thought you was up there doing what you was doing, bro. What happened? Like, everyone's asking everywhere you go. Yo, what happened? I thought you know. And then you go on Facebook, niggas making jokes about niggas paying bad money to go to college. We can't.
Yeah, for real.
Well, and you gotta understand, like I said, when we left, it wasn't like we got it like nicely. I'm an immigrant still. I'm dark skinned. I'm African. And you talking about early mid 2000s. Social media just started popping off. Niggas is cutting everyone's ass with pictures and ooh wah wah and click clucks. Boy, I had to get niggas out of there quick. Like, all right, this is how this gonna go. So like, I think environment also plays a role in what makes someone a giant. And for you, my first official question is, what was like that UB Buffalo experience like for you, and how did it make you who you are today?
I'm a monster.
What you mean by that? Because you went to 2 schools, and I think you are one of the few people who have a different understanding than most people, because you see me at both schools, so you knew what it was when I was moving, but you got to really see it up close and personal, and you were at both schools.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I was literally saying this to me on the highway. I was saying like, yo, I'm sauced up. And I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by that, because I got my core business education at UB. You know, all the real fundamentals, no joke. Them shits was no joke, but it structure who I am today. You know, Buff State was where I did all my
branding, marketing, soft skills,
and that was the time of my degree.
So what was your bachelor's in, so I know?
So bachelor's in business, concentration in marketing.
Fire.
So I was doing my marketing at Buff State.
Wow.
But the business,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think you understand what he's saying. Because if you know, all right, let me just break it down.
If you know, you know.
Bro, University of Buffalo is a top 40 business school. And we're talking about global. Like everyone in the United States, University of Buffalo, you're getting the Asians, you're getting everybody. So you understand, like, there's princes in the school walking around with a brand new Beamer, a Ferrari, just chilling. And it's winter time. It snows in Buffalo. Why do you have racer tires in Buffalo? You know, so it was crazy. And then you got to think Buffalo State was what happens when you bring the Bronx, Harlem, like the best and the brightest of New York City, and just throw them up in a coat and be like, survive.
So that's what it was for me. Because my mom, she was like, she wanted me to go to UB. So, you know, but I went just because I was just like, fuck it. She wanted me to go. Like, because she just felt like UB was a better school. So if you know Jamaican parents, they want you to like have the best.
So you knew about UB before you got to UB?
Yeah.
That was like a school that people actually respected and knew about.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what's crazy, bro? I never knew that.
Really? Yeah, Buffalo was just like, it was just like Buffalo. And Buffalo was it, you know, like, so, yeah, because I wanted to do business, so for sure. So, you know, going back, like, to that fundamental education, like, from UB and the fundamental courses of the business, that's what made me understand so much. So much. And then Buff State was like so legendary, you know. I can't even tell you how legendary it was, because it's like I was doing the marketing there, but like I had my business in school already. So it's like I tell the teacher, like, me and the teachers were so cool and they understood where I wanted to go. They gave me that freedom to finish and not be so hands-on and still pass me. A lot of people, you know, we're not going to talk about that, but you know, like, even like...
A lot of motherfuckers do not graduate, bro. They did not graduate. They did not graduate. Still trying to graduate.
Nah, that's a fact. So, you know, like, they seen that drive in me, and, you know, it's so crazy. Some of them wouldn't even care for me to do the classwork, because what they teaching in class is where my mind is at already. Literally, the teacher literally had me presenting to the class on Alibaba. It's so crazy, because, you know, I was way ahead of time, like... that's when Alibaba just came about. She was like, yo, could you teach a class about what's going on, this and the third? So, like, I love Buff State for that, because it gave me that freedom, like, in the undergrad, like, the last 2 years.
And you needed that, because then you was doing all the other social stuff to connect in a network. Bro, I love Buff State, bro. I don't think people understand. Like, I think I'm definitely an honorary Buff State student, without a doubt.
For sure.
Without a doubt, because the way Buff State, like,
don't you have like a Buff State jacket? Yo, you see, that shit's still on my mind. This nigga don't even, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
He go to some
chill.
more
I had
other
two of them
shit.
things. I gave one away for my
Wow.
young. I gave one to a young boy because his sister from Damon pulled up, was like, "Yo, he need drip," and then he seen it in the closet. I was like, "Oh, should I keep that for my
Wow.
wife?"
That one, I was a little jealous, man. I think you hosted a show in that one.
Shout out, wow, sex exclusive, biggest sex exclusive ever.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. You really have a sharp memory, bro.
Yo, I love those times, man. Those are beautiful times, man. The days that we lived, like, you know, in the college days, are just like, you can't name it. You know, you can't name it. And that's why, you know, I came out so prepared, came out so driven, like, you know, knowing what I wanted to do already. That's why I didn't even care to party no more, because I felt like had so much fun in there, you know. So
We're spoiled. We were spoiled up there, and we didn't realize it because you got to think we were really going. Girls was coming out looking fire in 8 inches of snow.
yo,
Like eight,
every
like
day.
bro, Shorty knew what it was because she was like, "It is snowing out, and I'm cold, and my feet are cold. I'm going to just move just because." And you chubby as hell, and you got a beard. I know you warm as hell, bro. It was a crazy time, bro. You could really have had 12 wives, 7 kids, and had a 4.0.
Yo, you know, and we had the house. The house is, you know, I had a house like
Early to get in the career
yeah.
too, and you had the BMW. The white BMW was crazy.
Yeah,
The box BMW.
Yeah.
2006, 8ish, and we graduated 2016.
Yeah, you
You
know.
get me? Okay, I'm just letting the people know we see what the we was outside. You know, the niggas had a little Toyota RAV4, but you know, it was a good
You
era.
still doing it.
We was
still
trying.
doing
We
it.
was really striving, and it looked good on us because, like I said, we were dark-skinned young black men in Buffalo. And people forget that Buffalo is probably one of the most racially segregated cities in the United States.
Yeah.
And if you're and I think people need to start understanding certain things now, because when we talk about what the United States really is, it is an amplifier of the world. Our biggest export is culture. So if you telling me there's places like the second largest city in New York, in New York State, is like the second like one of the largest, most segregated cities in the fucking
World.
United States. That's basically saying you're one of the most racist people in the fucking world.
And you know what's so crazy? man?
World.
I
Like
miss-
hate niggas.
I miss
Hate niggas.
Buffalo. I miss Buffalo a lot. Like, you know, like a Buffalo, like, you know, beyond, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, Buffalo is like simpler, good life. And, you know, if you didn't leave your college dorm, you can't talk to me about this. Like,
Yikes. He said if you wasn't outside, you wouldn't get it.
you can't talk
You
to
get
me
me.
about this because, like, you know, I really experienced Buffalo, Niagara Falls, up, down, like, you know, like all over Eastern New York, you know, driving from Buff to Rochester. So,
That's considered West New York. You know,
Western New York.
Yeah, them folks will get offended. You're
Yeah,
like,
no,
what?
that's why I said Western. You
Yeah, because you know the Western New Yorkers don't play that.
Say Niagara Falls, but you know I had to switch it up because I know
Shout
they
out
don't
to
even,
Buff, man.
They don't.
Rochester,
Niagara Falls
Brockport.
don't like getting called Buffalo.
Come on.
And Tonawanda. Shit.
It gets real crazy up there. I loved it up there. You got Fredonia's up there.
Yeah.
You know, Rensselaer up there. It gets Syracuse up there.
But the thing with Buffalo is so much hidden art.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like I remember I always stick with this. There was a kid that, like, he painted his car out of Sharpies. You know, that's the type of shit you will see in Buffalo. Like, real artsy. Like, that's what opened my mind, like, artsy wise. Like, if you know, I don't even think, because if you know what I did before this, you know.
Yeah.
But, being in Buffalo opened that channel, you know. Just the open land, even snow. You know, people hate snow down here, but snow up there, it's like,
It's a different type of vibe when it's nice.
It's peace. You know, so I feel like I was at peace for like 5 years.
That's a fact. When it's not, because you got to think, when it's snowing now, you really can't do too much. So when you say snow represents peace, I can feel you on that. But there's a lot of people that was never peaceful.
Nah, that's a fact.
There was a lot of people that was never peaceful. There was a lot of people.
Even times like now, like holidays, like, you know, I'll spend the times like holidays with this with my friends and stuff. Real peaceful, bro. Real peaceful. Like, I really want to, like, I say to myself, I want that back all the time. Like, I'm working right now to move to Jamaica. As crazy as it sounds. By like, well, I'm about to be 26. So by like 30, 31.
You want to live there or just have property there? That's two different
No, live,
conversations.
bro. Live. Live. This is not paradise. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the place that we in right now. I stopped paying rent on this place gone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, Jamaica now is different.
You
Like,
own your shit.
you own your shit. You know, you could build for a long term. So it's me getting to a certain point where it's like, yo, you rich to just keep paying somebody else. You go own a mansion in America. You still gonna have to pay them taxes, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Somebody gonna tell you can't build here. So me personally, like that's what I'm working towards. Like, like I really don't want to be here. Like, this is not it. And I didn't even grow up in a culture where color mattered. Like, that's new to me. Coming here and somebody telling you like, oh, you can't be this because of you this color or you that color.
You
No,
looking at this man like, what color is you that you can tell me this?
like, what do you?
I slap the fuck out you and make you a whole different color.
Because Jamaica, we grew up with Chinese people. We grew up with different races,
You zim.
like mixed into the Jamaican culture. So it's like coming up here and seeing people really judge you by the skin color. It's like that's only some American shit. I just want like people to know like the whole world is not like that. So like we get so brainwashed in this American shit, and we love it. I came here for opportunities for sure.
You could always be better here. You
Yeah, you
always,
can
and that's a
always be
different Bob.
better here.
Yeah.
Like I'm never going to knock. It's a land of opportunity, but it's not to stay. It's not to stay, man. There's so much more, so much more. You're supposed to take the education, the knowledge, bring that back home to your country, and flourish. We get so caught up in this realm, like, oh, we gotta live the American dream.
Yeah, and
Fuck
honestly,
is
what's the
that?
American? I think this is the American dream for my parents.
Yeah.
I think this is the dream for my parents. But for me, fuck no. You talking to Mr. Fourth Quarter? Like I make shit. This shit is all. It hurts my feelings now. Like you ever hear like when Drake just before he start rapping, it feel like that, and I get it because it's like, bro, why?
But take a man like that, bro. You realize he's not from here.
Yeah, of course, it's a different type of bop there. So we do it. It really is bigger than that.
You get what I'm saying? So you would just take him, the biggest. He's not even from here, bro. Because here is just, it's not it.
It's not it.
It's not
It's
it.
different. You gonna cry every day
Yeah, and then,
just to be alive, cause you maxed yesterday out.
and we so caught up in materialistic stuff. Like I tell you right now, you see, if I'm money that Jamaica on like a '10 car, '08 top man. You know what I'm saying? Up here, we want the latest and the greatest. We don't even like a person in yard. They have an iPhone. They treat that iPhone with all they care. They love like we know we drop it. We got T-Mobile jump. We go, so like I realize that like the more you get like and stuff, I understand the real side of life. We chasing. Even with all of this going on, and I might deal with problems in the back end too. But like, I'm not in this for no money or
The money never is enough.
yeah, like that's not like full satisfaction. Like for me, it's just like I want to see it rolling, helping other people out. So it's weird, man. Like the more you accomplish, the more you get. It's like it's only so much to life. You buy a house, you buy a car. You have your kids. What else is there to live to life? So just lately just trying to find true happiness. And that's why I go back to like Jamaica, like understanding life. It's like I'm going on a vacation and I'm like, damn, I want this and I want it's not to treat yourself, but like, we young. We gotta have priorities. Why are we living above our means? Like, it's a lot of things that I just really, really be reflecting on. And it's so crazy because like if you don't bring yourself a certain way, like the whole thing of perception. Like you carry yourself a certain way, somebody won't think you got this going on or that going on. And I learned that from being around a Jewish man. Like people see him, he's so simple in life, but he,
Relentless.
yeah.
Fucking relentless.
So
They will throw you under the fucking bus. Say, well, I did it for my family. What do you mean? Fuck. What do you mean I fucked up? I did it for my family. We won't do shit for our family. Shit, we'll be broke for our family. Won't be good for them. Won't be successful.
yeah.
Shit's crazy, and I'm in that position too.
So
It's tough.
yeah, and
Like you really gotta do it before you do it for anybody. 'Cause that's the only thing that's gonna make you do it.
everything, bro. And I realized that, like, our people, we make money. It's just our life decisions.
Lifestyle.
That's just like crazy. And then me, so simple. It's like I'm here acquiring certain things, and I'll think like, damn, these people got it like that. And then when I talk to them, it's just like, yo, bro, I fuck with what you doing. I need to be on your level. And I'm just like, yo, it's not hard to be here, bro. Like, you just
Gotta do the work.
and make better decisions. That's all. Like, we gotta start looking at little things. Like, I want to bring a calculator out right now. Like, say you go out, right? You spending like even say 300 for the weekend, all weekend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Times.
Is that vacation or just that's domestic?
It's just
Like in the
going
towns.
out.
Okay.
It's just
In the towns. In the towns. All right.
Going
300
out.
the weekend. Okay.
Let's say if you don't go out every week, because you might miss a week, especially your shorty. She got Mother Nature.
Oh, you got. Oh, wait. See, shorty, you got to just add a thou wow on top of that, just because. Just vibes, bro. She just want to go be around you and do stuff. That costs.
So
bro.
let's just cost it a whole 400 a weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like 400.
Does she cook? Does she cook?
Well, if you cook, you gotta go buy the groceries.
But that's not as bad as
you going out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she cooking like consistently, we lit. If she not like if you always pulling up, ain't no food in the crib, that's a problematic situation. I couldn't do that. I'm very single at that point.
400 times 3.
It's 1,200
times the 12
for 12 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
That we have 14. So even if you want to give a 10, that's
wait,
like
14,000 you spent on a chick? Get the fuck out in a year. That's tough.
And that's what dudes is doing.
Nah. I can't do that. 3K. That's it. The whole year outside of vacations, because you gotta think like vacations, vibes. That's why it's so tough to have a girlfriend, because I like going on vacations, and 9 out of 10 times the type of women I deal with like to fly places, and a lot of women, their schedules don't align. So I can't like, for example, I'm supposed to be in Miami right now into tomorrow to go for Art Basel. This weekend I'm supposed to be in Art Basel.
Yeah.
You get me? I'm talking to my little see what she on, and she's like, oh well, I'm just working. I can't. I'm like,
I'm not into none of that.
I'm like, all right, cool.
I gotta see like 100. Like, I gotta see my first M first.
See, the problem is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, there's people there that can position you for your aim, and it's not like we chasing that. It's the fact that just being in that type of environment at the right time with those type of people is a moment that y'all can't get back. And sometimes that, like, cause I'll keep it real with you, bro. That's what networking is. It's someone that link with you and make a memorable moment. You gotta think about how many people you've met in your life just off the network. Not off of his talent, not off of just off we in the same space at the same time, vibing over the same thing. We don't even gotta like each other, but because we was in this moment, we gotta stay connected.
Yeah.
You get me? So at this point, for me, it's like, and I'm in no nice weather. I could get down for a little bit and it don't feel guilty because I'm still working. And you get to really get locked in, and you in the yams. So you got to think like it's like going to Miami, it's like going to the Bronx.
Nah, I get you, but this is what I also say. Like, correct me on the M part. So it's like, boom. What's the point of networking with people if your foundation ain't solid? Because it's like when I meet these big names, like I did, WizKid stuff for his show, but if I never had a solid foundation when I ran into somebody like that, it's pointless.
I would say.
So,
Go.
like, that's why when I say like something like that, yeah, I just said an M, but more so your foundation is solid to where when you run into somebody like that, they just like, all right, boom, let's go.
What's the strongest P word in the entire world? The most important P word.
Pussy.
No. Positioning.
That's a strong motherfucker.
Positioning.
Yeah,
Also potential.
100%.
Purpose.
But none of that matters
Why?
if you can display yourself the right way. And I just want people to understand that because you could be in a position, yes, but if they're looking at, because you meet a celebrity, you only get 5 seconds.
Preparation. Preparation.
You only get that 5 seconds. But that's going back to the foundation. You're going to be prepared. I'm not speaking on you specifically, but I think that's what happened most of the time to people. They, oh my God, I can't wait to meet this. You meet the person, and your foundation is not solid. So it's like, why the fuck? I'm gonna fuck with you. You don't got your shit together.
When did you realize you were him? No, that's a real question. I start asking these people. I have to start asking this question because sometimes I think that be what it is. When did you realize, like, you know what, I'm him?
I'm a student to the game. I don't think I'm him. I'm a student to the game. For real, for real. I'm always learning, and always, and like I'm the person I go in a room and I listen to the smallest man, because that man might tell you some shit that might change your life. So, I'm never on some. It's crazy. The more you go through in life, the more obstacles and shit you've been through. It's like what we talked about earlier. It's like you done got it and lost it so many times. It's like
You've seen the mountaintops.
yeah,
That's just the view you like at this point.
at this moment.
That's just what I like to do because the money gonna come. I'm never gonna be too fucked up. My situation's okay. Like,
Yeah, so having like this I'm him personality, it never really takes you anywhere. Like I'm such a student to the game, man. Always learning. Never too big to listen or ever. Like I made that mistake before in life. So I'm talking off of wisdom. You think like, oh, I got it, I got it, I got it.
you took a lot of L's before you took that first dub.
Yeah,
Now I feel that, and I feel that because why I asked that question is because I feel like for me, why I'm always in those spaces is because of that. Like you talking about, like you have to be prepared. Listen, at this point, if it's not me, then who is it gonna be?
yeah.
Like I done the homework. You can't like it's people don't understand what earning your stripes really is. It's you doing the work. It's knowing your history. It's knowing the lineage. It's to understand the language. It's all of that. Like it's being able to pull up in a spot and they just know like, damn.
It's where most young niggas fuck up, right? How you want to be a boss before a worker? And that's people's biggest, because before I even went and opened my own print company, I went and worked for another print company.
All right, so let's talk about that because this is where because people don't know what you do, bro. We just talked about who you were.
Yeah.
But well, who are you? Who you do? What do you do, bro? Like why are you here? Like where what spot are we at?
Yeah, so we formed Made in Y. We make manufacture clothes. We help build brands. It's all the different things that printing wise. We started off doing embroidery. We expanded into like probably 10 other services. Pretty much take care of all your printing needs that you would need possibly, and expanding into a lot new ventures in the future. Still clothing wise, because I believe that you gotta just stay in your lane and just maximize your lane, honestly. So Yeah, that's what we do. We manufacture
So
clothes.
why only clone? Because I spoke with your partner and he told me he prints CDs. I'm like, yo, the Immaculate tape just dropped on 11/11/2022.
Yes.
We got to get that out to the world. And I actually have a question about a new print design that's also coming for the Immaculate scent candle. It's called Fire. Yeah, that shit's gonna be fire. So we've been, God's been real good to us, bro, and that's why I'm asking because I feel like you working at that print company because I know you and know your story pretty well because you someone I've always made sure I kept in
Always
contact with,
talk,
and I had to
always
make sure you
checked it.
good because
Yeah.
when you doing push-ups, I know I got to do 10 more because and I'm not calling nobody's mentor. I'm not none of that to nobody. Cause I'm just someone who's like has seen someone who's younger than me's progression, and if I felt like there was something in my spirit to say, yo, my bro, I see you, I'm gonna say it because sometimes I see you really be the thing that gets you over the hump.
The darkest days. You know, the darkest days, man, and that journey, and I feel like I'm just starting to see the light, you know. And I said it's beyond money because you could get to a point where it's like, all right, boom, 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 but that doesn't mean anything. If you don't have true happiness, if you don't know what you love, if you don't love you as a person, if you don't have God first, you're lost.
And I'm glad you finally mentioned him or her, whoever you believe it to be. I feel like you're a giant because God made you to be giant. Your
Yeah.
purpose is giant. Like, even if I wanted to be some regular ass person that just be there, I've tried. I've tried. And for some odd reason, the space or the places I am will not allow me just to be that.
And
And that's
so,
not something I even begged for. That's not something I was like, maybe I don't know what I was praying for when I was a kid that made me into this position or what my mom has been putting on my blessings or on my body or whoever, my family or whoever's just praying for me. I don't know what they praying on my life, but it's like, yeah, it positions you to have to be a giant. And sometimes the biggest thing about a giant is when they know when to not be a giant.
haha,
And the problem with that is other people can't help but show you that you're a giant. And that's when people get figured out.
blessings. It's it's like how to put it. It's so much things that be on my mind, bro. Um, you know, but going back to like that God situation, and like I was in church one day, it's always stuck with me because a lot of people don't know I gave my God back to life around my life back to God around like 2017, and it's funny you talk about him putting you in that position because my whole life before that I felt like I was living with no purpose, no guidance. You know, um, and then once you put God first, not just like hey, put God first, like yo, that's really like like you really gotta live that. Like what I'm saying? I still smoke weed, but like I don't go to my bed with like hate for anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like if me and somebody like on bad terms, I'll more put it like, oh, it's like it's a reason. It's like, look at it from a different perspective instead of just like straight hate. But when I gave my life back to God, like, He gave me my purpose. And that my purpose was to spread the word to younger people. Like you don't gotta wait till you a certain age to believe in God or call on to God because going back to what I said, right? Only in America they judge you by not only in America, but it's big here that they judge you by the color of your skin
Blatantly, yeah, blatantly.
blatantly. So you will have uh, you will have that's called society norms
Societal norms, without a doubt.
in this society. But you go to a next society, there's a man with three wives.
And that's normal.
And that's normal. So right there and then that light bulb came off in my head and I'm like, no one could tell you your relationship with God. You get what I'm saying? Because people live in 10, 20 different societies on this earth. What you do over there might be right. What you might do over here might be wrong. So no one could really tell you individually what's your relationship with God. For real.
They just telling their stories and their what their experiences with God at that point.
But no one physically could tell you like, hey,
This is God. This is how
this
this
is
gotta go.
this is how this gotta go. So once I understood that, I say, yo, because most people like, yo, once you give God your life, you gotta live. God. Like, I'm still me. I'm 25. I don't think, and that's a beautiful thing about God and having faith and trust Him. Like once He got you, He's never gonna allow you to go do something outlandish.
It's like you never get too high, never get too low.
Yes,
Balance.
yes, and that's what that's like. And people never really have faith. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, your heart is so pure. Somebody come to your street and have the worst attitude, but you're so pure. You know, you change that whole light just by your response, and that's God living within you. So it sounds crazy, but that's definitely, 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 yeah.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. But before you go, we can wrap up real quick, cause I just want to make sure I give you your flowers and let you know that I appreciate you and just being able to have this conversation and you tune in to Talking Cheap. If people want to mess with you, cause we got you see, man, we rushing today, cause I just realized we ain't talk about the internships.
So it's so funny. Somebody asked me yesterday, God is a blessing. I never even know what we got to this point. Somebody asked me, hey, could you send me your resume? I'm like, damn, little old me. You know what I'm saying? For real, it should be so surreal. Like I'd be lying if I say it didn't. I'm still a kid, bro, learning. Like, I still be, and that's the hard thing about being in business. I'm never scared to like, you, I'm 25. Big boy, but you never have that. And I've been doing this since I was like 20, like young
So
boy.
it's still only been early. It's only 5 years
Yeah.
in. You ain't really there yet.
So it's like I never have time to sit down and be like, I want to baby this shit. Like, let me rest my head here. It's like,
Like you ain't
son,
even jump off the porch yet for real.
yeah, it's like, son, it's like, you just gotta just keep going, keep going. So, with like the internship part, like I'm working on it. I'm trying to structure myself first before I bring anybody in. And then see where we going to. It's 2023. A lot of different market. I have people that work for me that I never seen a day in my life. Like, what I'm saying? It's 2023. So we gotta just see what market we really going into. Like, we going for automation or we going, yeah, we don't know. We don't know. It's we had a very weird time in the business. Printing is evolving to where it need less people, more machines. So it's a weird time right now. It's a weird time. Like it's three of us here. Um, Three of us get a lot done. A lot, a lot.
So whoever you bring on has to add
Yeah,
a different dynamic to what you're doing already, because it would really have to up the whole game.
yeah. So that's the biggest thing for me right now. Like why would I hire a graphic designer if I got a guy that's up all day, ready to go, not gonna bullshit, not gonna give me my attitude. Like, it's like, I go into a damn and it's so crazy because you talk from the consumer side and then you talk from the business side.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go in a store like Michael's where it was like friendly driven customer base. Motherfuckers wiped out all them cashiers. They gone. It's all self checkout. So, as a businessman, You gotta ask yourself, like, all right, do I want to play this role or do I want to be in business 2023? You know what I'm saying?
I would say you have to do a SWOT analysis. Not straight up. I've been telling people do your SWOT analysis because if it don't work, it don't work. Like right now, everyone's doing this lean thing. I'm agile
Doing this
certified.
what?
Lean. It's like it's a way in which they operate that we've kind of already mastered because we've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
Just from like the way we operated in before, because at that time it wasn't called being lean. It was more like being innovative. It's like entrepreneurial. Now it's lean because it's more tech based, software based.
Yeah.
So we've already been doing it in the physical space before tech was introduced. Now we're introducing to technology. Now we're running leaner, right? So you're cutting the fat. You're more agile, more nimble. You're iterating. Yeah, so that's what we are right now, and we haven't already be certified in that. So it's just now being able to position ourselves, our companies, and our branding in a space that hasn't been seen yet. Excuse me. Yeah. So with that being said, no, it's not that shit, bro. Yeah, Scott, I think COVID-19. A lot of people say that COVID-19 never existed.
Listen.
Man, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just a guy. I'm just a
That's why I
guy.
said me have to move from this bummer ass.
Yeah.
Because look, I went to Jamaica, them niggas was chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like it be here, bro. It be here. You see a lot of
Weird shit.
weird shit, bro. And like the people here are so brainwashed with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it really are, bro. Like you go into that systematical type of stuff. Like I really be looking at that shit. I be like, damn. It's because they don't know a lot better. Like I know paradise. Like you know paradise.
It's the knowledge gap.
If you don't know paradise,
It's the knowledge gap. Yeah. They don't have an outside perspective. Yeah, that is tough. I get it now. It's hard because you just don't think about it because you just doing.
no, you gotta think about that, man. I think about that. Trust me, all the time. Like that's one of the biggest.
Could you see yourself marrying a black woman from America?
Yeah, my girl black.
How's that been going for you?
You know, she got that Caribbean like background.
Oh, so she more Caribbean than
It's
anything.
dope. You know, it's dope. Like you don't show her paradise. Like I took her to Jamaica, so you don't show her paradise. Like what's real life. Like right now, you know, we have a look at sniffle. She want to go take NyQuil. We had to make the blend up. You know what I'm saying? So
That man said ginger.
yeah, bro. I am something there, bro. So
Yo,
two different sides.
yeah,
of
it's
life.
a different life. Different life.
Two different sides.
That's crazy. I never thought about it that way. I've never in this day thought, because I've been just thinking like, yo, listen, like I just need to find a shorty that I like. If I like you, well, if I like you, you zim. You know,
that bridge gap, that
I
culture
mean, like
gap.
you.
That culture gap is
Yeah, that's a
there.
big thing.
You know,
Because your family, yeah.
yeah, especially family wise. You know, family wise. Trust me, like I want a kid and stuff. So I'm thinking about like that side of life. Like, damn, how do you guys raise your kids, and how are we doing over here? So
Because we don't play where we play
don't just
from.
think about the pussy, fellas.
Oh, the pussy never enough. Not nowadays. With OnlyFans, everything.
You meet her aunts,
Her cousins. Yo, one of my mans, I don't want to talk too much, but shout out to my brother, shout out to Family Ties. He told me, he's like, man, his baby mom, bro, like every woman in their entire family are single. Every single one, like they're single. They've raised girls and they've been single. It's never been like a bunch of, like it's them and their daughters. No men.
No.
And now imagine you got a son, or imagine you bring a daughter into that, and you got a baby there. You don't even got a husband. So they already saying, yep, he gonna do this with boy. And now your kids gotta deal with that. Boy, I sneeze, that whole house gotta come down.
Yo,
boy, I'm not one of them people, man.
You got that's that's why I'm chilling. That's why I'll be wilding, bro. We at that age, bro. Like like I be seeing the wildest shit, bro. Like you can be having fun. Next thing you know, you having a baby.
Bro, Bro, I'm at the point where my dick don't even jump. Like, if I don't like you, like if I'm not like seriously like infatuated, bro, my dick not jumping, bro. It's scaring me, and it's not like I'm fucking OD or I have erectile dysfunction or it don't work. It's just like, bro, I'm at the point like people almost kind of disgust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of like I fuck with you, but I know in fucking with you, like I really gotta take a deep dive into who I'm really dealing with, and I don't really know if I care to do that. Like I don't care. Like if I have to do it, it's like yeah, I don't want to do it.
But I believe you with this too, though. Like it's so crazy because the way how love works, like, and that's why every dude, like, I've been telling, like, yo, love yourself, because when you love yourself, like, even that girl that you there arguing with, yo, you start loving yourself, bro. You realize that you was probably that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was the issue for real because you ain't really love yourself. So, you being out there as a man, you doing insecure shit, you doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So you make yourself a priority, then everyone just flows a little better. Like
everyone
everyone
feels,
flows a
I
little better.
really realized that about life. So, at one point in time, I was like blaming everyone, blaming this. Nah, fuck that. I took a step
Yeah,
back.
I'm the priority.
Yeah, I'm the
Fuck all of y'all
problem.
niggas. Yeah, I'm gonna be there, but I'm gonna be there when I gotta get there.
Yeah, so I would definitely say love yourself first, whatever you do, spouse or not, because you can't really be in a relationship if you don't love yourself. Like, you
I
don't
love
love
that.
someone else if you don't love yourself. So yeah, like that's my message. Put God first, love yourself first. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna speed up past this because we got business to handle. But because I could talk the business, we could talk the internship with that place and how you got the opportunity to partner, and then you opened up 3 locations and New Rochelle and all that stuff. We could talk about that. But I guess right now, I guess the next question is for you. What do you hope to accomplish next year? Like, what is the next? And I know a lot of people are staying in the present, living in the present. But what's the thing that you want to be remembered for when it's all said and done? Like, what's the monuments? What does that look like?
My dream,
What does that look like? What do the trophies really got to look like?
I want a Macy's 34th. All my people going heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like every department, we going heavy. And that's what I'm aiming for. Like with this manufacturing shit, that's all the whole sauce. My idea is different from your idea. Until we had a Harold Square 34th Street, you know what I'm saying? Big Macy's, all our people, I'll be happy. That's my goal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to go back down to picking the cotton, being in control of it. From
But it's not like you picking cotton for somebody else type shit.
hell no, hell no. Like let's be clear on that one. Pick cotton ain't crazy. When you pick cotton for the slave master, it's crazy.
For another man, right?
For you know what I'm saying? When
you go do that for you gonna let another bitch. But it ain't funny. But it's like
because what you making him off that cotton is bread. Don't sleep. Your job at hand sucks because you're not seeing what he's seeing in return. But that's what we gotta own, bro. Fuck just the clothing brand. We gotta own down to the cotton. For real. You know what I'm saying? The shit that generates it, that
everything that has to do with like, your existence, you own it.
Yes. Yes. And that's what it is. Because, like, look, you got a bunch of brands right now, but the Chinese and the Pakistanis.
Bro, they already got their cut before we even got here.
You get what I'm saying?
That's the shit that sucks. You already got the cut before you even got here.
That's all I gotta say, man. I ain't gonna keep stopping till we there. You know? Till we could walk into a factory and say, hey, this is my idea, let's make it happen.
Yeah, bro, I love you. I'm proud of you. Let's go get this business situated. If anybody wants to connect with you, see what you're working on, even get things printed because you you are about to be the official, distributor person of Immaculate Enterprises. So that's what my goal is with this. So what I just bought was probably like 7 collections. I wasn't playing. Jeff, shout out to Jeff from Startup Advisory Group. Yeah, we trying to take this to the moon, bro. I'm trying to hit a mill by my birthday.
You say trying to hit how much?
A mill. And you're like one of 5 people that know this. Like this is a Patreon episode if I ever put this shit out.
Let's do it.
So I just want to let you know I'm proud of you. Like I respect you. You've done it. Rashida is doing it. You get me? So it's just like, listen, like it's not.
She don't even know yet, but that's why I'm working out. Cause she got a brand called Beast.
Yeah. Now Rashida's her. Rashida's her. You gotta think, Rashida. We all very close. We all real well connected. You know, even shout out to Burn and Repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and her gotta have a conversation. But shout out to Burn and Repeat. If my first candle partner ever. Yeah. First candle collab. Really was able to bring a lot of my ideas forward. You know what I mean? Good, bad, happy, sad. I gotta always big her up. That's why we smoke. That's why we smelling that candle right there. Yes, that's why this candle getting smoked right now.
Okay, makes sense.
Always. Like this is the 4th quarter for us. Like this is the difference when you have what you need versus when you fighting just to make it. That's like you putting together, making a pasta. You ain't got no water. You ain't got no pot. You don't even know. You just got sauce and little bread. Like you got some wheat. You gotta figure this shit out.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta hit shorty on the right. Like, yo, can I use your pot? Boom, boom, boom. Yo, my water just went out. You mind if I get some water? Damn, my heat is out. Like 3rd floor joint. Then after that, you gotta go on the grill. Put it on the grill. Let the water boil on the grill and the rooftop. Season it with the woo-wop. Ooh, come down. Now you got the bro. It was crazy every day. Every day for the last 10 years. You gotta think, we went to college when we were 18 by ourselves.
17, 18.
Had to figure it out. Come home maybe for a week and go right back the fuck up though.
Yo, that man trying to tell people no time to baby. No time to baby, man. For real. And just, I'm excited for what's next.
Yeah, I'm here with you. All right, but brother, I love you, bro. Sign out. Let people know what they could come link you, Gab stuff, all of that.
Yeah, you can check me out at on Instagram at @thebestmarketer_, or you could check the business page out at Made, MADE_NY. And yeah, hit us up for whatever you're looking for, whatever apparel you need, custom, anything. We do anything. We like to do craziness.
I need craziness, bro.
Wildness.
I need wildness, bro. For this collection, what you gonna see? You see how much stuff I brought in there.
Yeah. And trust me, he's putting me to work, guys.
Bro.
And when you want these stuff by?
Oh, we not rushing. We don't got to TED down. Next week.
Okay. Because he put a deadline early.
No. That's you know what's crazy? You're right. That when we did the joint for when we were supposed to do for Betty the Butcher's concert.
Yes, we did. These we did crazy fast.
Like I think it was like 3 days. I think it might have been a week.
Probably same time frame. Like
yeah. And you gotta think, yeah. Like I had a lot of stuff though, cause I had 2 different. Yeah, it was pretty extensive.
We make it happen here.
That's a fact. These are my guys. These are my people. Y'all gotta come mess with them. If you go through my code, I don't know 50% of somewhere. I don't know, but we gonna figure it out. All right. And like I said, you tune in, Talk Ain't Cheap. And you know by now it's not that deep. It's a vibe. Shout out to the Clears Group. Shout out to Talk Ain't Cheap Network. Shout out to Don't Mess Up the Vibe. Shout out to Immaculate Scent. Shout out to everything Immaculate. Shout out to all the brands, like I said. And like I said, you tune in, Talk Ain't Cheap. It's not that deep. It's a vibe.